For centuries, the colossal ruins of Nan Madol have stood as a silent testament to a forgotten past, a riddle etched in basalt and coral. But what happens when modern technology pierces the veil of time and uncovers secrets best left undisturbed? What if a simple mapping mission stumbled upon something so profound, so unsettling, that it triggered an immediate and unexplained shutdown? This is the story of the LiDAR drone that flew too close to the truth. A truth some say was deliberately hidden beneath the waves. In the digital age, LiDAR technology has become archaeology's new best friend. Short for light detection and ranging, LiDAR is a remote sensing method that uses laser light to create highly detailed 3D representations of the Earth's surface. Imagine a sophisticated version of echolocation, where instead of sound, lasers are beamed down to create a precise map of everything below, even penetrating dense jungle canopy. The mission was straightforward. A state-of-the-art LiDAR drone, equipped with advanced sensors, was dispatched to chart the archaeological site of Nan Madol. The goal: to create a high-resolution map of the intricate network of artificial islands, canals, and towering basalt structures. The team, comprised of seasoned archaeologists, conservationists, and drone operators, believed they were embarking on a routine survey, a necessary step in preserving this unique cultural heritage site. As the drone ascended, its onboard systems whirred to life. The laser scanner began its rapid-fire pulsations, bathing the ruins in a web of invisible light. From above, Nan Madol revealed its enigmatic beauty. The complex of interconnected islets, a testament to ancient engineering prowess, sprawled across the shallow lagoon. Mangrove forests clung to the edges of the structures, creating a vibrant contrast against the weathered stone. The initial data streamed back to the ground station in real time. The team watched with anticipation as the LiDAR software began to render a detailed three-dimensional model of the site. The resolution was incredible. Every wall, every canal, every subtle elevation change was meticulously captured. The data painted a vivid picture of Nan Madol, a city frozen in time. But as the drone moved further into its planned survey, a disconcerting anomaly began to emerge. The data revealed a series of unusual subterranean structures, anomalies that didn't quite align with the known layout of the site. These weren't natural formations. The scans indicated clear geometric shapes hidden beneath the foundations of several key islets. Were these unexplored chambers, secret tunnels, or something else entirely? The team, initially excited by the prospect of a groundbreaking discovery, grew increasingly apprehensive as the data continued to pour in. The anomalies were not isolated occurrences. They appeared to be interconnected, forming a complex network beneath the surface of Nan Madol. The implications were staggering. If these structures were indeed man-made, they could rewrite our understanding of the site's history and purpose. Then, without warning, the mission came to an abrupt halt. The drone, hovering directly above the most concentrated area of subterranean anomalies, suddenly lost all communication with the ground station. The screen went blank. The drone was unresponsive. Panic erupted within the team. Initial attempts to re-establish contact proved futile. The drone had simply vanished from the radar, its signal inexplicably cut off. What had happened? A technical malfunction? A rogue signal? Or something far more sinister? The team scrambled to troubleshoot the issue. They checked the drone's battery levels, reviewed the flight logs, and scanned the surrounding airspace for any potential interference. But everything appeared normal. There was no logical explanation for the sudden communication blackout. As the minutes ticked by, a chilling realization began to dawn on the team. The drone's sudden shutdown was not a random event. It was a deliberate act, triggered by something within Nan Madol itself. But what could possess the capability to disable a state-of-the-art drone, and why would it do so? The location of the shutdown was particularly alarming. The drone had been hovering directly above the densest cluster of subterranean anomalies when communication was lost. Was there a connection? Had the drone stumbled upon something that someone or something wanted to keep hidden? The incident sparked a flurry of theories and speculations. Some suggested that the drone had encountered an unknown electromagnetic field, a localized distortion of space-time that disrupted its communication systems. Others whispered of advanced technology, perhaps left behind by a long-forgotten civilization, capable of neutralizing modern equipment. And then there were those who posited more outlandish explanations, involving supernatural forces and ancient guardians protecting the secrets of Nan Madol. Whatever the cause, the drone's unexpected demise cast a dark shadow over the entire mission. The team was left with a tantalizing glimpse of the unknown, a tantalizing glimpse that had been abruptly snatched away. The LiDAR data, incomplete but tantalizingly suggestive, hinted at a hidden world beneath Nan Madol, a world that someone or something was determined to keep buried. The initial scan revealed the impossible, and then the silence. The drone, the technology, and the secrets, all swallowed by the enigma of Nan Madol. And this unexpected shutdown was just the beginning. All right, buckle up, because this is where things get really interesting. We've talked about the LiDAR scan, the initial data, and the whispers of a grand, unified structure beneath Nan Madol. But what exactly did that drone see, or, more accurately, not see, that triggered such a swift and decisive shutdown? What anomalies, what impossible features lurked just beneath the surface, prompting someone somewhere to pull the plug on this unprecedented survey? It's important to remember what LiDAR actually does. It's not magic. It's essentially a super-powered laser rangefinder. It can penetrate dense vegetation, map terrain with incredible accuracy, and reveal hidden structures. But it can't see through solid objects. It can't X-ray buildings or reveal underground tunnels directly. So whatever triggered the shutdown wasn't a clear, undeniable image of a massive subterranean chamber. It was something far more subtle, far more intriguing. The first clue lies in the inconsistencies. The LiDAR data, while revealing the organized layout and precise geometry of Nan Madol, also highlighted areas where the expected topography simply vanished. We're talking about discrepancies in the subsurface readings, unusual voids and anomalies detected within the seemingly solid foundations of the islets. Now, some of these could be explained by natural geological formations, sinkholes, collapsed caves, or even ancient water channels. But the sheer number and the shape of these anomalies started to raise serious questions. Imagine you're looking at a detailed 3D model of Nan Madol's foundations. You see the sharp, right-angled corners of the artificial islets, the precise alignment of the basalt columns. But then, within those structures, you encounter areas where the data abruptly cuts off, indicating a sudden change in density or a complete absence of material. These weren't just random voids. They seemed to be interconnected, forming a network of pathways and chambers beneath the surface. One specific anomaly, located beneath the largest and most important islet, Nandawas, became the focal point of the investigation. The LiDAR data suggested the presence of a massive rectangular structure buried deep beneath the islet's foundations. This wasn't just a simple cavity. It was a perfectly shaped chamber, aligned with the cardinal directions and exhibiting dimensions that dwarfed any known structure on the surface. Now, officially, the explanation was geological instability. The scientists argued that the anomalies were caused by the natural erosion of the underlying volcanic rock, creating unstable pockets that posed a threat to the integrity of the islets. They claimed that the drone was shut down to prevent further data collection that could potentially misinterpret these natural formations as artificial structures, leading to unwarranted speculation and alarm. But here's where things get murky. Several members of the research team privately expressed doubts about this explanation. They pointed out that the anomalies were too regular, too geometrically precise to be the result of random erosion. They also noted that the official report downplayed the scale and complexity of the subsurface network, presenting a simplified and somewhat misleading picture of the findings. Furthermore, there were rumors of interference from government officials and private organizations. Some claimed that the research team was pressured to alter their findings, to minimize the significance of the anomalies, and to emphasize the geological instability explanation. Others suggested that the LiDAR data was deliberately manipulated to obscure certain features and to make the subsurface network appear less coherent. But the anomalies themselves weren't the only things that triggered the shutdown. It was also what the LiDAR didn't find. Remember, the official goal of the survey was conservation, to assess the structural integrity of Nan Madol and to identify potential threats. But the drone also failed to locate several key features that were described in historical accounts and local legends. For instance, there were persistent stories of underground tunnels connecting the different islets, allowing for secret passage and escape routes. The LiDAR data showed some evidence of subsurface pathways, but it didn't confirm the existence of a complete, interconnected tunnel system. Similarly, there were legends of a hidden chamber beneath Nan Madol, containing ancient artifacts and the remains of the Saudler kings. The LiDAR data revealed the presence of the massive rectangular structure, but it couldn't penetrate its walls to reveal its contents. It was this combination of unexplained anomalies and missing features that truly spooked the powers that be. The LiDAR data suggested that Nan Madol was far more complex, far more enigmatic than anyone had previously imagined. It hinted at the existence of a hidden world beneath the surface, a world that challenged our understanding of the city's history and purpose. And that, ultimately, is why the drone was shut down. Because the truth, it seems, was far more unsettling than anyone was prepared to admit. The LiDAR data didn't just reveal anomalies. It exposed the limits of our knowledge, the gaps in our historical record, and the uncomfortable possibility that Nan Madol holds secrets that some people would prefer to keep buried. Think about it. Nan Madol is already a place shrouded in mystery, a city built from impossible stones, a testament to a forgotten civilization. But what if the true story of Nan Madol lies not in its visible structures, but in the hidden world beneath its foundations? What if the city's purpose was far grander, far more ambitious than we can currently comprehend? The shutdown of the LiDAR survey wasn't just about protecting the site from further damage. It was about controlling the narrative, about preventing the dissemination of information that could challenge the accepted version of history. It was about preserving the mystery rather than solving it. And that, my friends, is where the real conspiracy begins. What were they trying to hide? What secrets are buried beneath Nan Madol's stones? And why are some people so determined to keep them hidden? That's what we'll explore in the next section. So, the drone's been grounded. The data is, well, let's just say it's out there. But what happens after? You stumble upon something that challenges everything. What happens when the whispers of ancient technology, lost continents, and maybe even, well, we'll get to that, suddenly seem a lot less like fantasy and a lot more like possibility? This is where things get interesting. This is where the theories ignite, the speculation runs wild, and the unanswered questions, well, they just keep piling up like basalt columns on a forgotten shore. First, let's address the elephant in the lagoon. Cover-up. Did someone want the drone shut down? Was there pressure to keep certain aspects of the LiDAR data under wraps? It's a question that's plagued the internet forums since the moment the story broke. And honestly, it's a fair question. Think about it. You've got a sophisticated piece of technology capable of revealing secrets buried for centuries. You pointed at a site shrouded in mystery, a site already brimming with legends of lost knowledge and incredible feats of engineering. And then, boom! The mission is cut short? Suspicious, to say the least. Now let's be clear, we're not making accusations here. There's no definitive proof of a deliberate cover-up. But the timing of the shutdown, coupled with the, let's call it guarded, nature of some of the official statements that followed, has definitely fueled the fire. Some theorize that the data revealed something politically sensitive, something that could destabilize the region or challenge existing power structures. Others believe the anomalies detected, those unusual magnetic fields, the potential subterranean structures, triggered alarm bells within certain scientific circles. Circles that might prefer the mysteries of Nan Madol to remain just that, mysteries. And then there's the really out there stuff. The theories that delve into the realm of the paranormal, the extraterrestrial, and the downright bizarre. These theories often paint Nan Madol not as a lost city, but as a kind of, well, a kind of key. A key to unlocking something ancient, something powerful, something that someone doesn't want us to find. One of the most persistent of these theories revolves around the idea of a hidden energy source. Remember those magnetic anomalies we talked about? Well, some believe that Nan Madol was built upon a naturally occurring convergence of ley lines, lines of energy that crisscross the globe. They theorized that the basalt columns were carefully arranged to channel and amplify this energy, creating a kind of ancient power plant. The circular subterranean chamber, if it exists, becomes the central hub of this system, a place where this energy was focused and potentially used for purposes we can only guess at. Of course, this leads to the inevitable question: used for what purposes? Some speculate that the energy was used for healing, for communication, or even for manipulating the weather. Others believe it was used for something far more ambitious. Something that could explain the incredible feats of engineering at Nan Madol, the ability to move stones weighing tens of tons without the benefit of modern technology. Could they have been using some kind of anti-gravity device? Some kind of sonic levitation technology? It sounds like science fiction, but remember, the legends of Pohnpei speak of sorcerers who could make stones fly. And sometimes legends have a way of echoing in the halls of scientific possibility. And then, of course, there are the extraterrestrial theories. These theories, while often dismissed as outlandish, tap into a deep-seated human fascination with the unknown. They propose that Nan Madol was not built by humans at all, but by ancient aliens who visited Earth thousands of years ago. These aliens, possessing advanced technology and a deep understanding of the cosmos, chose Pohnpei as the site for a base, a gateway, or even a kind of cosmic beacon. The precise alignments with solstices and equinoxes, the use of magnetic stone, and the sheer audacity of the construction are all cited as evidence of extraterrestrial involvement. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds crazy. And maybe it is. But let's be honest, Nan Madol itself is crazy. It's a city that shouldn't exist, built in a way that defies explanation, shrouded in legends that blend seamlessly with science fiction. Is it really so far-fetched to consider that there might be something more to the story than we currently understand? The truth is, the LiDAR drone's findings have only deepened the mystery of Nan Madol. They've given us more data, more details, more to analyze, but they haven't given us any definitive answers. And that's what makes this story so compelling. It's a story that invites us to question everything, to challenge assumptions, and to dare to imagine possibilities that lie far beyond the realm of conventional wisdom. So, what is the truth about Nan Madol? Was it simply a magnificent achievement of human ingenuity? Or was it something more? Something that connects us to a lost past, a hidden energy source? Or even to the stars? The answer, it seems, is still buried beneath the coral, waiting to be unearthed. And until that day comes, the theories, the speculation, and the unanswered questions will continue to swirl around this enigmatic city like the tides that lap against its ancient walls. The drone might be grounded, but the search for the truth, that's just getting started. And frankly, that's the most exciting part.